Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of NMH at 1, where we catch up on current events and headlines. My name is Aurelia Samuyenga, and thank you for joining me today. At yesterday's COVID-19 briefing at State House, at least the Minister of Health, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, was quite positive about gains in Namibia's vaccination campaign. Let's look at vaccination data for the last week. Adults received another 10,321 first doses last week, as well as 2,298 second doses. The weekly total includes another 572 third doses of Sinopharm and 216 first doses administered to teenagers. This weekly total of 13,407 vaccinations are 8% less than the 14,591 doses of vaccines administered the week before. The number of people fully vaccinated only increased with 0.3% of the population, with an overall completion rate of 13.1%. As our weekly graphic shows, the long weekend did play a significant role, and various regions only submitted data for Thursday and Saturday and the past Sunday. Vaccinations for December remain low at 16,345 first doses and 3,800 second doses administered so far. Our second slide shows a percentage of regional population fully vaccinated. In Kavango West, this ratio increased further from 29 to 32%. Other changes for the past 7-day cycle were as follows. All percentages are rounded. 21% of residents of the Dordabis region are now fully vaccinated, and compared to 20% a week before. The vaccination rate increased in the Kunene and Kharises regions from 17 to 18% and from 16 to 17% in the Khomas region. In Oshodonjupa and Omaheke, 16% of the population are fully vaccinated compared to 15% a week ago. President Hage Geingob made it crystal clear yesterday that he is not happy with continued hesitancy among the majority of the population to get vaccinated. Please protect yourself and others and get vaccinated if there is any stock at your closest health facility. Join us again tomorrow at the same time for an overview of the daily average of new cases of COVID-19 currently reported in Namibia. As per usual here at NMH at 1, we bring you a number of video news clips from across the country. According to the police, the mutilated body of a woman was found in Dordabis. The discovery occurred on Monday. The woman was identified as 23-year-old Lydia Kharises. Preliminary investigations indicate that the deceased was sexually assaulted and even had her private parts removed. It is alleged that the deceased, a mother of 2 young children, was last seen at a wedding reception in Stinkwater between 10 and 11 p.m. on Saturday, December 11th. The Stinkwater community members yesterday chased a man whom they suspect of raping and killing the woman. A police helicopter arrived in the area to help pursue the suspect. We spoke to a community member, Imelda Dordabis, who explained why the man is the suspect and calls out for help regarding the raising rape cases. Katharina Moser reports.
We are accusing it's my uncle's daughter's boyfriend. That morning when he came in after this happened, he came bath that 3 o'clock. After bathing he changed his clothes, but he don't wash the feet. The feet were still dirty, but he washed the body. And after he changes his clothes and he applies a cream on his body, and it was smelling. When he came back from the house to the place where they were. From the place where they disappeared. People was also worried about this. How can this man go wash him this time of the night or the morning? Around 3 to 4 in the morning. And people was worried about that. And when he came home, he bathed, he changed the clothes, he applied cream on his body, he went again. And when he put the clothes on the line, his girlfriend took off and put it on the monkey. He took the clothes and hid it. He go change this morning, even while he was having another t-shirt on, a white t-shirt, and he go change with the red one.
Did you tell the police?
As a community member and a lady and a mother of the kids, and as I know, we are staying here, and the guys are killing us, my dear. I'm paining. This is the third matter. The two matters was rape cases, and this third one is a murder case, rape and murder, and it's very painful for us. So, as a community member and a mother, we need Namibian and NPC to come assist us so that we can work down with the papers, so that we can to say what we want from this place and what can happen to the guy that comes that kill the lady. It's very painful, my dear.
For our second video, we have the Environment Minister, Pohamba Shifeta, who speaks about the controversial elephant auction in which the ministry last year, in December, announced it will put up 170 elephants on tender. The ministry in August this year said that it will capture 57 elephants for sale to undisclosed buyer, adding that 42 of them will be exported to countries which have not been revealed yet. This interview was done by Tuyemo Haidula.
Those were spot targets we had, was their hot spot. They had elephants that were troubling communities there, and there were many. So we had to take some, to harvest some out, some health, and those are the health that we targeted for sale.
We understand that some of them will be transported to Dubai. Is that correct? Or which countries are the destinations for this?
I do not really know. You have the buyers. Buyers will be able to, in that process, they will be able to see it when it's on the table. Do not come to my table yet, because some of these buyers are Namibians. We do not know whether they are going to keep them here or they are going to. So in that process, once we arrive to that, they will be able to see, I will be able to receive the papers and the requests that they have made to the destination, to the destination country, and the destination country will have to issue permit for import. So that process is not yet probably concluded. That's why I did not receive that. But as soon as I receive that, I will be able to know where these animals are going. Those that are remaining in Namibia, we don't need that. You only need a transport permit from PA to another place. But the animals that are going to be, if they are going to be exported, you need an import permit from the receiving country.
Thank you so much for your time.
Closing off our video segment for today is the Kalkveld Farmers Association, KFA, who held a demonstration on 13 December in Oshawarongo to hand over a petition to Chief Legal Officer Obed Masendeke to oppose bail for stock theft. This is after members of KFA on 5 December 2021 had successfully apprehended 2 suspected poachers with 2 accomplices. The suspects include 3 men and 1 woman. The 4 suspects were involved in the slaughtering and transporting of stolen meat at the value of 12,000 Namibian dollars in a Nissan vehicle. Enzo Amwele was there.
Underneath that, where I'm an executive of. So, no bail for stock theft. No bail for stock theft. No bail for stock theft. Pete, thank you very much that you came. I appreciate. He will honor that, because when our cattle has been stolen, Blauberg, Agra, all of them, our live auctioners, they will feel our loss in cattle. So, no bail for stock theft. No bail for stock theft. I just want to mention, I'm very grateful that we have such a lot of people coming to that demonstration. I see faces from Grootfontein, from Otavi, from Willemstal, from Omaruru, from Okahanya. There are people from Windhoek, there are people from Dordabis. Thank you very much. Let us give a hand to these people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And again, no bail for stock theft. No bail for stock theft. No bail for stock theft. Myself, I'm Günther Kahl. I'm a farmer in the Kalkveld region. I'm farming next to the M63, that is the big gravel road going to Ucho. I'm an executive of the NAU, and I'm the vice chairman of Kalkveld Farmers Association. Next to me, it is our chairman, Volker Kreft. He will hand to you the petition, and I will hand to you the criminal records with everything on it. The loss we have, the cattle, with the CR numbers, everything together. So,
Let's have a look at the stories making headlines in our national papers for today. We start off with Namibian Sun, which reports that a 32-year-old man found himself running for his life yesterday when a mob of villagers set after him to punish him for the alleged rape, murder and mutilation of 23-year-old Lydia Kharises, whose body was discovered on a riverbank at the Stinkwater settlement just outside Dordabis on Monday morning. Republican reports that a new storm has erupted around the Canadian oil and gas company Recon Africa's drilling operations. Algemeine Zeitung reports neither Namibia's economy nor its health system can afford a 4th wave of infections, President Hage Geingob stressed yesterday, threatening to impose tougher conditions if the number of new infections continue to rise. Corona conditions were tightened slightly over the vacation season. The Namibian reports that President Hage Geingob says European countries and other red-listed Namibia and other southern African countries for traveling after the Omicron variant was identified should apologize. New Era reports that emergence of the Omicron variant and the constant transformation of the novel coronavirus has triggered a different approach from government to curb the spread with renewed emphasis on a personal responsibility.
Strike it gold and win 5,000 Namibian dollars in cash with Neo Paints. Simply buy Neo Paints products from the selected range and stand a chance to get one of 12 mystery buckets filled with gold paint. All 12 winners will each get 3 extra paint buckets equal to their purchase. One to replace the gold paint, the second to use on your project, and the third to give to a charity of their choice. One winner can score another 10,000 Namibian dollars by showing us your creative use of the golden paint. The best project wins the cash. Offer is valid from 27 September to 18 December at your favorite hardware store nationwide. Visit us at neopaints.com for more competition details and follow us on Facebook for weekly competition updates. Neo Paints, a coat of excellence.
And now we move on to the inside pages of the country's dailies. Namibian Sun reports that the Mwadinohamba Family Trust last weekend handed over the Sanzila Court to the Namibian police to provide proper accommodation for members of the force in Katima Mulilo. Republican reports that the young mother who allegedly killed her newborn baby over the weekend and then mutilated the corpse will appear in Katutura's magistrate court on charges of murder and defeating the ends of justice. According to Allgemeine Zeitung, less than 2 months after IPC Regional Policy Officer Siska Howard-Smith was verbally suspended, she has now been charged with 9 specific violations. She calls some of the charges ridiculous, saying it's a witch hunt. She also accuses the party leadership of dictatorial behavior. According to the Namibian, the majority of Ovaherero Traditional Authority Chiefs Council says it does not recognize the appointment of Muchinde Kashua as the paramount chief of the Ovaherero people. New Era reports that Namibia's rapid urbanization has resulted in the mushrooming of informal settlements, which in turn puts pressure on infrastructure and the provision of basic services in urban areas. And that is it for your Wednesday edition of NMH at 1. Have a lovely day and please stay safe. I will see you again tomorrow at the same time, always at the same place. But until then, here's your weather update.